Welcome back to the channel, lovelies. Today I am creating this really trendy belt nail. This is my first attempt, so I really wanted to try my best and give you guys a little tutorial. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to check the description box for my other socials as well as my Etsy shop where you can submit a custom request. I am using my extra long gel tips. I did go ahead and cut them down and buff and base coat them before the video. Here is an insert of all of the gel polishes I will be using on this set, and they are all by Beetles. I've gone ahead and done 3 coats of the nude base, and I've cured in between each coat. I did use 2 different nudes. One has a pink undertone, and then the top one is just a really light tan. I was running out of that one, so I had to mix. But yeah, you guys, when you are making press-on nails, you want to make sure that your base coat and your base colors are the smoothest part. So really take your time with painting, because if the paint for the base is very bulky, very, it's just not a smooth foundation, the rest of your press-on nails are going to look absolutely terrible. So that's why you'll see me actually picking up my stand, making sure that I am hitting the sides really well. I like to start painting in the middle and then, smooth out the sides. But yeah, I just like to also hold the stand because my stand can be a little slanted, so I don't want that paint rushing to the top of the nail, because then, it'll get that buildup at the top. But now I am taking my liner brush and this off-white gel paint, and I'm going to start creating that French tip using the A method, and I am going to clean it up with some acetone and then cure. That way I have the shape that I want and desire for the French tip, and then I'll just go back in with a second coat with the actual paintbrush from the bottle and cure that as well. That way nothing looks streaky and that color is solid. And now I'm just going to repeat that A method on the pinky nail with the same off-white. All of these nails are actually going to be a French tip, so I'm going to be repeating this process for all of the nails except for the pointer nail. That's actually going to have a double C French tip. When I am cleaning up the extra paint with the acetone, I do like to make sure that my brush is not soaked in acetone, but not too dry as well. So I like to tap it on the paper towel a little bit. That just makes sure that I'm cleaning up the acetone in the space that I want to clean it, and it doesn't run all over the nails and then make them wrinkle. But now I am going in with this light yellow. It looks like a canary yellow. And I am only painting about the tip of the nail because I wanted this to be like an aura effect. I really didn't have that fall orangey color. I only had yellows and neon oranges. So I also wanted this to kind of tone down the yellow, so I'm going in with a brown, and I'm using a sponge that I just cut in half, and I am almost creating that aura effect until I get the color I want. Now I'm going to take my liner brush and a gel black, and I am just creating that double French. So I like to start on the sides, and then I create that C in the middle, and then I will turn the nails and I will create another C right behind that C, if that makes sense. And it usually just brings everything to connect together, and then I fill in the sides. But yeah, I mean, it did give the aura effect. I feel like if I do attempt this again, I'll know what to do next time. This was my first attempt ever doing like an aura effect in a C French. So yeah, I'm not disappointed in it, but I know that if I do it again, I'll have a better method of doing that. And now I'm going to use a dark brown, and I am going to create that French tip on the ring nail. And like I said in the last video, you guys, I really love dark browns. Like, they just give me fall vibes, and fall is my favorite season ever. Like, I woke up this morning, actually slept in, but I woke up around 10:30 or something like that, and I was just like, it feels like fall. Even though it's August still, like, and technically it hasn't been the first day of fall, like, I just had that vibe, you know, like when you wake up and the air is all crisp and cold and you get a pumpkin latte. Yeah, that's how I was feeling this morning. So I'm actually sitting here recording, drinking my pumpkin latte. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, so now I am going to try and do the belt nail. I have never done a belt nail before, so I was actually looking at a picture, and I'm just taking that off-white color and my liner brush, and I am making a slanted line at the top, a line going straight across in the middle, and then another slanted line towards the bottom of the nail. That way it looks like the belt is like wrapped around the nail, and it's like almost giving that stacked effect. And then I am taking a little bit of acetone and just cleaning up those lines. I wanted them to be the same shape as much as possible. And now I'm taking that dark brown that I love so much, and I am creating a zebra effect onto the off-white nails. When you are doing your zebra effect, you want to start at the side wall of the nail, and as you are bringing that line in, you kind of want to lift your brush up so that it thins towards the middle, if that makes sense. And then you want to draw the lines in between each line so that there's not like this weird space in the middle of the nail. But I am going to repeat that step onto the brown nail with that off-white color. And now I'm going to top coat the nails, that way they are prepared for bling and some 3D art. I really love this top coat, you guys. It's so shiny and encapsulates so well. I got this from like my local nail supply. Yeah, I don't even know how long I've had it. I've had it for a while and I still have a bunch, and it hasn't like gotten all like clumpy for me, but I love it. I probably will never be able to find one just like it again, but yeah. And now I am going to take my silicone tool and some white 3D gel, and I'm just going to create a tiny little flower onto that ring nail. You guys know me, I can never get away from the 3D flowers. I just love them so much. Yeah, I don't know, like this was intended to be a fall set, but I still wanted to do a 3D flower. So I guess the 3D flowers are coming into fall with me, you guys. But yeah, I just pressed them out, make sure that they were elongated. And I'm just going to take that off white with a tiny brush, and I'm going to paint that flower. I did about 2 coats of this off white, and I cured in between each coat. And while I was looking at these nails, I don't know why the zebra print was like reminding me of like Beetlejuice or like the Addams Family for some reason, but I don't know, I might do a spooky nail set. It's a little early. It's not even October or September yet, but yeah, that's just kind of the vibes it was giving me. And then like the belt nail, it was kind of reminding me of like a mummy nail. I don't know. I was just getting spooky vibes. But now I'm going to take that dark brown and my liner brush, and I'm just going to outline the petals of that flower. And then I'm also going to take a lighter brown and just fill in the middle of the flower a little bit. That way it stands out and it doesn't really blend into the nail. And now I'm going to take my McCart Rhinestone glue and I'm going to start gluing down some gems. I'm going to put one in the middle of the flower, the middle of the C nail, some towards the bottom of those zebra nails, and then of course all over the belt nail. When I was gluing down the gems onto the belt nail, all I can think about is those studded belts that we would wear in middle school, you guys. I had a whole bunch. I had purple, silver, white, black and white. Like, I was really that girl. But yeah, that's what the gems on the belt was just reminding me of. I did go ahead and file the nails off camera, but here is the finished look, lovelies. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also check out the description box for my Etsy shop.